We'll talk about the strap, and in particular its length very soon. But for now, just put your bass on and just take a look at how it balances. Now, in most cases, basses tend to be what we call head heavy. This is because typically the headstock has several metal tuners mounted to it, and when we wear the bass, it's this mass and weight that wants to pull the headstock downwards. Just take a moment to see how your bass balances, and whether the headstock wants to move towards the floor. But don't panic if it wants to nosedive. Let it. After all, this is what it naturally wants to do. Okay, you might have already been playing your bass for some time with this head-heavy balance occurring naturally every time you put it on, and I guarantee that you would be using your fretting hand to try and hold the neck up in an attempt to counteract the heavy headstock. Now, wouldn't your fretting hand have a far easier job if its sole purpose was just to fret the notes using good technique? Of course it would. See, you're already starting to appreciate the benefits of a headless bass, and this is one of the main reasons why they were designed in the first place. What I want you to do now is lengthen your strap significantly and then put your bass back on. Notice how the weight in the body of the bass takes over and heads towards the floor, this time swinging the neck upwards. Now, most of you will be loving how this looks, but before you rush off to rock out in front of a wall of amps and speaker cabinets, let's just have a quick look at our plucking hand. In order to play a bass that's down by our ankles, we would have to reach down to the strings with our plucking hand. This action of reaching down towards the string has a tendency to tense up our forearms and fingers, which in turn makes plucking the strings of the bass that much harder to do, especially if we want to pluck them with any degree of accuracy and consistency.